Hey, what's up, MULN investors and moneymakers? Welcome back to the channel. Was it such a great day for MULN? We saw some of the symptoms for the short squeeze. We sharply got back up really fast. Take a look. From this price point, we saw about 22% spike. We went as low as $1.17. We went $1.49 high. So all in all, we saw 32 cents more or less spike from the bottom of the price point. So if you take into consideration this particular price point 117, we saw about 25% jump, and our volume, I will be doing thorough analysis and I'll share this information with you, but let's take a look at the volume while we are here. Our volume was 55.6 million. So I'll be doing more research. I'll be sharing this with you within next couple of minutes, so watch the full video because this could potentially be the early symptoms of the short squeeze. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor nor I'm a certified professional, but all in all, today market was in green. NASDAQ closed with 1.28% up. Dow Jones was up 1.24% as well. And today was a catalyst day for NASDAQ, for the NASDAQ compliance for MULN, because MULN today is the 10th consecutive transaction day for or the trading session from MULN, where MULN was about $1 price point, and we were closed 1 cent above yesterday's close target. I will be doing a little bit more review on the chart that I was able to see here itself, and I'll share potential reasons as to why the spike happened. Remember, I don't really know. I don't have a crystal ball. It's extremely challenging to find out what exactly could have happened, but we can guess and we can look into the volume, whether it was a buying volume, whether it was a selling volume, what's going on with the short sellers, and how the day ended. So all in all, was a great day once again. We heard from MULN an update around NRTC integration that is underway, and they're preparing for the production in July. Start of Class 3 EV cab chassis truck that is going to be starting production in July, which is again a great news that will be adding more revenue in August and September of 2023. So we're just a couple of months away from MULN starts adding revenue into their book of business. That's a great thing for MULN. Without a further delay, just because it was a great day, that's your duty to hit the like button. I need 240 likes, 250 likes on this video. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Make this channel part of your due diligence, and all I do is a ton of research. I share that back with you. I never claim my videos are for buy or sell advice. This is just entertainment purposes, and these are educational purposes video, and this is my way to give back to the community, and that's your job, to hit the like button. So do hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Now let's take a look what happened, why we started spiking up. So take a look, around 12:11 p.m. Eastern time, we started going up, and within couple of minutes, we just spiked up all the way through $1.49. Before that, we saw the heavy short volume, short selling pressure, and we drop down. Now take a look on to this. We had 55.6 million in total volume, which is the highest volume that we have witnessed in last 10 consecutive trading sessions. Especially today was a pretty big day for MULN, because if it hits that $1 mark and closes above $1, which it did by the way, that will let MULN stay in NASDAQ. As you already know, they got 180-day extension, and they wanted to meet the minimum bid price rule requirement of $1, which means they have to close above $1 price point, which they did, and I like the way it ended. It ended with a pretty high volume. The volume is number of shares transacted during the trading session. Take a look, 44 million when there was a reverse stock split on May 4th. It was 1 to 25 reverse stock split. We went to 18 million, 28 million, but we were nowhere near to 55 million in last 10 days. And guess what? Today, we did it, we also saw the lowest low today. We saw all-time low for MULN, $1.17, and we saw a pretty decent high during the day as well. All in all, if you are wondering what happened to short sellers, they are not stepping back. Total FINRA volume 33.2 million according to this chart on Fintel, and we saw FINRA short volume of 18.8 million, which is pretty massive in my opinion. I don't understand what exactly is happening. Now, if someone tells you, if they know why the short selling is happening and what are the reasons, you may or may not want to believe them. Also, if someone tells you why there is a spike that they could understand, there is no real way to figure it out. It could be some of the news announcement, because today Mullen announced some of the news. It could be because of some of the buying, genuine buying that was happening. It could be because of the short sellers had to sell or buy the stock back to fulfill their obligations. There could be multiple things. One thing I can tell you is there is no update on SEC filing for Mullen. We saw a couple of PRs lately, especially the NRTC, and they also announced that the vehicle production will begin in July 2023 with deliveries and revenue expected in August and September 2023. But this was a known news. So in my opinion, this was nothing super new. We knew that this is coming and that commercial EV production will start very soon. And NRTC integration is just definitely one more thing into the mix, but that could not possibly cause the spike the way we saw from Mullen. It was a type of a short squeeze signal or some of the symptoms that at least I could see. So that was one of the things that I noticed. If you take a look, this is today's chart, by the way. This is Mullen. By the way, another good news is Mullen is up 3% after hours. We are at $1.28 after hours. Let me go ahead and take a look right here as well. Yes, $1.26, which is 2.37% up and almost 3 cents up, as you see on my screen. Now, let's go back to this chart. I wanted to quickly show you the type of the volume. So MULN, again, that's the same ticker symbol. Right now it's 7:11 p.m. Eastern. So let's take a look what happened. So we started seeing the buying volume around 12:15 and the buying volume, and we did not really see any selling volume because mostly we see the juicy green bars right here. Yes, there are some couple of reds here as well, but for the most part it was buying volume that dragged the stock price all the way right here, $1.47 or 1.4695 if you see on the right side of my screen, right top on the chart. Right after that, we started seeing selling volume, and in my opinion there is a short selling pressure and we started seeing the sell. Now, one thing possibly could be whoever bought around this price point, they started selling as well. So that could be very well possibility. Swing traders, congratulations, good job. If you made money, I'm happy. If you are short selling, I don't have no problem either. Personally, I'm saying as long as it's a legit transaction, because short selling apparently seems like many people love that as well, and eventually they add a ton of pressure. Now take a look right here. We started going back up, but we did not really go up and above $1.45, and then we started going back down. But we did not really go to $1.17, which is, again, in my opinion, that's a very good sign. Now, so there are a couple of things I already discussed with you. High short volume, the cost to borrow was all over the place. It was in 3-digit for short, was about 150% cost to borrow. I saw that. There is high short volume. We already saw 56% according to Fintel FINRA volume. And I wanted to show you real quick 7.9 million that it says. Let me go ahead and refresh because this is not refreshed. It looks like it's off exchange short volume ratio. It shows about 53-54%. But if you scroll down here, it will show you today's short volume. FINRA 56-57%. 33.2, again 18.8 was the short volume, and this is today's data. I was waiting to get this data before I shoot this video, and here you have the latest and greatest information. Good thing, Mullen production will begin in July 2023. They have the press release, and we will talk about it a little bit in more detail. Their manufacturing group partner with NRTC automation of Alabama, as you can see, Class 3 assembly line installation and integration that includes robotics and automation system for vehicle production. That is going to be pretty phenomenal, because at that point they will start generating or producing the product that they already have. They have delivered the first product, as you already know, so they might get back some enhancement or feature request or some utility updates, so on and so forth, and they're partnering with Randy Marion. Now, recent capital expenditures that included, in addition to this guided vehicle transportation vehicle through the assembly station plant, so on and so forth. Basically, they are going to use automation and robotics. NRTC will support Class 3 operations through launch and also provide ongoing support, which is amazing. Company received $279 million in purchase order for MULN Class 1 and Class 3 vans and trucks from Randy Marion. Now, when it comes to Randy Marion, that's a pretty reputed distributor, one of the best, and they know what they're doing. So it's a lot more confidence and trust in what MULN is doing, because Randy Marion at the end of the day is going to distribute all this. And Randy Marion, that is based in California or North Carolina, is one of the largest commercial vehicle dealer group in United States. The headcount facility has grown steadily in anticipation to the vehicle production, which means they're hiring people. They announced the hiring of 35 additional plants of staff support and production staff for Class 3 vehicle program as well. They're finalizing the infrastructure and capital assets to support this operation on time, which is a critical task. That's their SVP of Global Manufacturing. And this is, all in all, is an exciting PR in my personal opinion, which was widely noticed in the social media and domain as well. MULN could start the short squeeze this week, as you already know that there is a ton more momentum going on and people are talking about this. On the top, you want to remember that MULN provided an update with Washington, D.C., and also that Lawrence will head the EMM plant, which is again a pretty good update and pretty good momentum. We also know that MULN has been sharing a ton more good update in terms of Class 1, Class 3 vehicle, and hopefully this adds up, because what we see is a lot of FUD. I hope you like this update, because at the end of the day, we are going to stay on NASDAQ. MULN is going to do great things, and we will be witnessing where it goes. For the short squeeze, I'll keep you posted, because there could be very well light at the end of the tunnel. We don't really need a lot of news and great PRs for the short squeeze. The amount of short sellers that we see into the market today, they are enough. At the moment, the way the shorts are working is enough to get the next phase of short squeeze. We have seen short squeeze for many other stocks recently for Top Financial. And if you remember, the stock got back definitely got back to $8 or $10 at the moment. But when we saw the short squeeze, there was no legit reason. It was just a meme story repeated once again like deja vu. So if you believe in Lawrence, if you believe in his words about Saudi deal, whenever the Saudi deal and some of the big announcement comes out, there could be very well possibility that the short sellers will be scared and they will stop short selling so hard. And at that point, there will be a rally that could potentially turn into short squeeze, gamma squeeze, and all of that. I hope you like this video. If you did, do hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.